We are a nation that is highly dependent upon technology and engineering know-how. We are losing out in the race of technology. There is no American corporation that is producing color televisions today. And in every area that you can imagine, we have fierce competition. And in many, many cases, most cases, we're losing.
If you look at China and India, they are producing a significantly higher number per capita of engineering in their population than we are. In fact, Korea, which is a very small fraction of the size of our country, produces about the same number of engineers that we do.
We have got to utilize all of our potential human resources to put together the kind of engineering force that can address these serious problems.
NACME's new core message is changing lives, changing America. NACME empowers individual students to be all that they can be. NACME also prepares its students to resolve what Dr. Slaughter has framed as the new American dilemma, to become active participants so as to achieve the continuance of America's preeminence in science, engineering, and technology.
Language and other socioeconomic factors keep people away from careers like engineering, really smart people who have a lot to offer. Unless you give them the skills so they can take advantage of those opportunities, then there is no access for them.
We have the issues of our STEM education programs are falling behind in this country. We have teachers that are teaching those courses in high school and middle school that aren't qualified to teach them. And as a result, we're not producing the number of students that are eligible when they get out of high school to go into an engineering curriculum in college, and therefore they have no chance to even think about becoming an engineer.
How do we as a nation remain competitive? How we remain competitive is starting out in middle school, making sure your kids and my kids get that science and math that they need to go into high school and take the calculus and take the physics and take the courses that they need to then enter science and engineering graduate and postgraduate programs. And I think that's what's so important.
But we're very concerned at NACME about what we call the 4% problem. Only 4% of African American, Latino, and American Indian high school graduates have taken the appropriate courses in mathematics and science that would prepare them for entry to engineering school. The #1 goal of NACME is to increase the proportion of underrepresented minority youth who enter and who are successful in STEM careers. NACME's aim is to form strong partnerships with like-minded individuals and organizations who share a passion for diversity with equity in STEM.
Somebody has to rally all those organizations around a common cause and a common vision, and I believe that NACME has the leadership ability, the background, and the reputation to do that.
NACME is the long-term growth organization. We are an organization that reaches down to students at middle school, guides them through the process of high school, into college, and hopefully on to graduate school.
What we're attempting to do in terms of our work with middle school students is to make them aware of engineering and how do you need to prepare yourself academically if in fact you're going to be able to access engineering school. In grades 9 through 12, the focus is on partnership, where together, NACME, Project Lead the Way, and the National Academy Foundation are opening 110 academies of engineering across the nation. And the objective here is to have an experiential model that increases the likelihood that more underrepresented minority students will graduate ready for engineering school should they choose to pursue engineering as a career.
We hear from a lot of students that want to study engineering. They don't know exactly what that looks like. What does that mean? What do I need to do today? How is what I'm learning in school today going to be relevant? NACME can really provide for students a sense of a pathway.
Since I was a kid, I was always playing with cars. I was always taking things apart, putting them back together. If I get to become a mechanical engineer, it'll be like just like going back to my childhood, just playing, like getting paid while playing with stuff.
I just love the fact that it has a lot to do with math, And knowing that you have to take a lot of courses of calculus, a lot of courses of physics, I really like it.
We felt that NACME will enhance the work at our school.
The speed of light in it.
I don't think any other school would have helped me as much as this school did. It was just amazing.
Only 32% of English language learners have historically been graduating from high school. The statistics out of this school have been closer to 80%. That's astounding. And it's not because they're screened or they're more special or they have more capacity than other students. It's because they've been given the opportunities that they're not getting in other schools.
When we did a NACME event, we had a group of seniors speak about the school and to potential incoming freshmen. And the big complaint from the seniors was, why now when we're leaving? Why couldn't you have had this for us while we were here?
I was talking to some of the freshmen that are coming next year, and I'm telling them, you have the opportunity to go to this academy. Please take it seriously. Because some of us, we were like dying to go to this kind of programs, and we're not gonna have the opportunity.
It's up to the individual student, but because of NACME, we can offer more than we would have been able to.
NACME becomes another support system in our school in terms of helping our students explore the world of college and careers.
At the community college, here we want to move more community college students from completion of the associate's degree in engineering science into engineering school as juniors to complete their baccalaureate degrees and beyond.
It's actually inspiring to know that somebody else is there to help you get on board and move further within your career.
I graduate this May. I'm actually going to go work for the military over at Picatinny Arsenal.
It's great to know that my hard work and my dedication to my studies is being recognized, and the financial assistance is great as well. It's a great privilege and an honor.
The internships and job opportunities, I think that's probably one of the biggest helpful hands because it's so hard and it's so competitive. Like you could be like really, really smart, really good GPA, but if you don't have any experience, you're really not that good, and they make sure that we get that.
The kind of scholarship support that we put together with NACME at UTEP, for example, is enormously important because it provides students with the financial resources that they need. It provides them with a national network, internship possibilities into which they, as future engineers, are going to move. The companies that support NACME, the universities that support NACME, all bring their resources together. An investment by NACME or by our university or by companies in these students motivates them to fulfill the expectations of those who have invested in them. So it's a very nice partnership between the companies, the universities, the students, and NACME coming together to make sure that these students have every opportunity that they have every right to expect.
If, in fact, America is to solve the problems that it now faces in terms of improving its infrastructure, addressing the issues of energy independence, healthcare reform, it cannot do so if a significant proportion of its population, and a growing proportion of its population, is excluded or faces barriers in becoming participants in solving those problems.
We invite individuals, organizations that are committed and passionate about the NACME vision, the NACME mission, and the NACME strategy to join with us in partnership and in collaboration so that we're able to ensure quality STEM education in grades PK through 12, opportunities for financial support for students to complete undergraduate and graduate degrees in STEM, and then connections to major industries in America so that once educated, our students are able to make major contributions to maintaining and growing America's competitiveness.
We have got to utilize all of our potential human resources to put together the kind of engineering force that can address these serious problems.